Good evening, good afternoon. Can you confirm you guys can hear me? Can you confirm you can hear me, Latif?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening. All right. Welcome to Analytics Masterclass. Good evening, everybody. So I can see we have a huge number of people on the call tonight. How is everybody doing? Good evening, each and every one of you. If you are just joining the session for the very first time, joining anything like this, live session like this with analytics, if you're just joining something like this for the very first time, I want you to drop a one on the chart. I want to know those people that are joining the session for the very first time. I want you to drop a one in the chat. Good evening, Sami. Fantastic. I have pronunciation hub. Are you able to, what's your name? So that I'll not be calling you pronunciation hub. Okay, so I have a lot of newbies in the house. I have a whole lot of one. If you're joining for the second time, or probably you've joined sessions like this before, I want you to drop a two in the chat. Okay, I think Somi has joined before. I think I've spoken with Somi before. So I know Somi is going to have a two. Fantastic. Yes, I know that's a two. Toby is a two. iPhone 15 is a two. Fantastic. All right. So welcome. Welcome to the session tonight. And trust me, for a lot of people that are joining for the very first time, tonight is going to be mind-blowing. Trust me, it's going to be amazing. That I can promise you, because tonight we're going to be doing a lot of things that probably some of you, most of you, be seeing for the very first time. Okay. And if you're joining, where are you joining us from? I have a lot of people that are joining for the very first time. So I want to know what you're joining from. My name is Prince Adeakoni or Muidin Adeakoni, and I'm joining from UK or London in UK. Or my name is Muidin Adeakoni, I'm joining from Houston, Texas, or I'm joining from Calgary, Alberta. Jolly said from Italy. Fantastic. It's amazing to have you here. What about you, Priscilla? What about you? I know some is joining from, if my memory serves me, I think you're joining from UK, if I'm correct. Sean says Delaware. Fantastic. Oh, my memory just failed me. Somebody's joining from Canada. Fantastic. Richard from UK. Priscilla from Canada. Fantastic. It's actually pretty amazing to have you here, and welcome to the session tonight. And tonight, if you can see my screen, you will see we'll be working around a particular tool called Power BI. So tonight's session is going to be packed around Power BI and how you can use all this to get yourself ahead of every other person. Florence says she's joining from Nigeria. Welcome to the session. Right. So before we go ahead, my colleague will be dropping in the chat box for those that are joining for the very first time. My colleague will be dropping a link, which is like an attendance form. They will drop that in the chat box. So what you want to do is, if you're joining for the very first time, you want to make sure you complete that form. And the purpose is so that by the time you are done with this session, the recorded video, and the slide that I'll be using for this session, it will be sent to your email. So everything my colleague will be working around in Power BI, you'll be able to go through them and practice by yourself. Okay, so you want to make sure that you complete that form, and you'll be able to get the video sent to you. Okay, so diving straight into our topic for today and our discussion for today. So today, we are looking at the hospitality industry. Okay, we're looking at the hospitality industry and how we can leverage a tool called Power BI to generate revenue insights for this particular hospitality establishment. We have them all around us. Okay, so how can we leverage a specific technical tool to get ourselves ahead and probably even get a job in these establishments? And when we're looking at doing this tonight, initially, let me introduce the company. Welcome to Analytics once again for everybody joining for the very first time. Analytics is a world-renowned edtech company that we are skilled in helping people that have zero technical experience, zero technical background, helping them transition, get them trained and transition into the tech space. And we've been at this for over close to 5 years now. Actually, be 5 years by this August, and we've been doing this for since that time. And we've been able to help over 3,000 people that have zero technical background to get themselves landing a job in the tech space, right? And we have different programs that you're able to take advantage of. We have the data analytics, the business analysis, the full stack data science, HR analytics, and human resources. You have the cybersecurity, project management, and soon to come AI engineering, right? And we have our team of facilitators. We have them working in a leading global organizations like Meta, Apple, McKinsey, the Big Fives, a whole lot of them, and they are bringing this real world experience. They are bringing them into your classes, and they are giving you exactly what it feels like to learn and to get a idea in the space of transitioning into the tech. And speaking with you today, my name is Muidin Adiakoni. Okay, I have wealth of experience in data analysis, also as a business intelligence analyst, and I've helped organizations streamline their business operations to be able to help them perform a lot more better. And I've helped people, over 500 people that have zero background in tech. I help them to transition into tech and land in their first role in the tech space. Okay, that's the kind of person that I am. I have wealth of experience in the health tech, finance, logistics, FMCG, and even in the health space. I have experience in this space. And tonight, so I'm not doing all this by myself tonight. No, I am not. I have my very much learned colleague that will be showing you exactly how you can leverage all these technical tools, how you probably do not have any experience at all. And by the time you're done with this session, you probably feel like a guru. And that's because the person teaching you is actually a fantastic guru. And no other but my colleague. His name is Joshua. And hi, Joshua. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Prince. Good
Hi.
evening.
Good evening. So I was going to ask you to, I was going to do the introduction, but like my colleague is emeritus. I'll let him handle the introduction and just introduce himself to everybody tonight. Okay.
All right. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? Okay. So this is Joshua, and you all see me. It's good to be on the call with you guys. So with half a decade experience in data analytics and data science, um, I'm a data professional skilled in tools like SQL, Excel, Power BI, which you're going to be using tonight, Tableau, Python, and machine learning frameworks. And my background reflects a strong passion of data-driven solutions, problem solving, and empowering others through tech. Yeah, I've been in this industry for a while now. So my experience encompasses project coach, lead analyst in head tech, and as a senior data analyst at Associate at Analytics, I've mentored over 200 aspiring tech professionals across Nigeria, UK, USA, Canada, and beyond. And I bring on experience across edtech, public sector analytics, learning communities, using data to derive insights, building dashboard, which we're going to be doing tonight. Yeah, trust me, we're going to be doing that. And also support decision making process. Yeah. So you want to know more about me, you can connect on LinkedIn. Then that is it over there. Thank you very much, Prince. I'm going to share my screen right away. Okay. Please kindly confirm if you're seeing my screen.
Yes, screen is up. You can see it.
Awesome. Okay. So let's go into what we have for today. Yeah. So I've introduced myself. So what else do we want to do today? I also want to go walk around hospitality analytics. I know that we might have actually heard of um a different particular places whereby we make use of analytics skills like the public, like health, like sports. But this time around, we are bringing this skill into hospitality. So what is hospitality analytics? So it is the use of data analysis techniques to improve decision making, performance, and customer experience in the hospitality industry. And this hospitality industry includes hotel, resorts, restaurants, and travel services. It helps hospitality businesses monitor guest experiences, track operations, and improve all overall service efficiencies. Then it also includes analyzing booking patterns, room occupancy rates, guest feedback, seasonal demand, and also staff performance. And not only that, also for revenue generated per room to enhance guest satisfaction and business performance. I know that the major purpose of business is to what? Is to maximize profit and minimize loss. And that is part of what we're going to be looking at in today's class. So what is Power BI? I know some of us on the call might be new to Power BI, and some of us might actually have heard about this before. So I don't want to assume. So let's do something really quick. If you've heard about Power BI before, I would like you to drop a one in the chat. If you have not heard about it before, maybe this is your first time of hearing about Power BI, I would like you to drop a two in the chat. So let's have it, guys. Let's have it coming. Okay, Don, one, Toby, one. Awesome. Wow. So large number of people on this call already have, okay, I have someone that says two. Oh, wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. So let's jump right into it. Now let's see what Power BI is. So Power BI is a business analysis tool. Like the BI means business analytics, business intelligence. And when we're talking about business intelligence, you should know what that is actually trying to tell you. Like you're trying to see within the business using a tool called Power BI, but it's developed by Microsoft. I know most of us would be familiar with Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft OneDrive, and whole like that. This is also a tool created by Microsoft, developed by Microsoft, that enables users to connect, transform, analyze, and visualize data. You're going to be doing all of this into this section. You're going to be connecting data, Power BI, to a data source, transform it, analyze it, and also what? Visualize the data, which is one of the most important things when it comes to data analytics, the act of visuals. So it can collect to what? To multiple source in an interactive and insightful way. So it allows businesses to create real-time dashboard and report for data-driven decision making. Yeah, you're going to be seeing that also into this class. So with Power BI, you can never go wrong. Trust me, guys. So users can integrate live data sources. That's one of the things that Power BI actually brought into this whole game of analytics. You can connect to a live data source, and when this data is being updated, automatically your dashboard is being updated. That's like an automation. So you don't need to go through the stress of cleaning data again, doing a data model, building dashboard, DAX function. No. Once you have done it at first and your data set is connected to the source, once that source is updated, then you get the update on your dashboard. That's one of the beautiful things Power BI actually bring into the game of analytics. So like I said, automation would automate reporting, then also uncover patterns. We're going to be seeing that today through interactive charts, graph, and KPIs. So the question is, ever attended a hotel stay just for the breakfast? Have you ever extended a hotel stay just for the breakfast? Yeah, some answers can be yes, some can be no, some can be like, I've not even been to an hotel before. Well, no, come on, you'd have actually been to one at least. Okay, so in today's project, what's the project overview? Crescent Inn is an hospitality brand, and it operates across key cities in the United States, offering premium lodging and guest services. And over the past 4 years, the hotel has served as a wide range of customers with varying spending behavior, visits and frequencies, and seasonal patterns. But despite strong customer retention and location coverage, Crescent Inn has struggled to gain clear visibility into revenue performance by region, by customer demographics, or even the booking trend, limiting its ability to make data-driven marketing, pricing, and operational decisions. So before decision can be made, we need to check what the data is saying before we can now make decision. That is actually what they want to do. So what is the aim of this project? So the main objective of this project is to develop an intelligent revenue insight dashboard in Power BI tailored for Crescent Inn, a fictional hospitality brand in the US, that we, one, monitor performance indicators like total revenue, bookings, and what? And the customer count in real time. Also, to visualize revenue distribution by location, to identify high-performing branches. Also, segment customer demographics in gender and room type to personalize services and its impact on revenue. Then the fourth one is to analyze monthly revenue trend for seasonal strategy alignment. And then the last one is to compare booking channels. So you have different booking channels. You have the online, you have the walking, you have the travel agent. So to streamline marketing efforts. So these are the objective of today's project. So to download the data set now, I know like has been said before, if you're just joining, you can fill in the form, you'll be sent this data set and even the video. So once you have this slide, once you have this slide, all you have to do when you get here is to click on here, then to open up your Google Drive, then you download it. I'm going to be demonstrating that in this section so that you can also see how to get this data set. Then this is what we want to do tonight. So see how the data set look like. This is how the data set look like. I want to transform this data set to look like this. We want to transform this data set to look like this. So this is a dashboard we are going to be building in tonight's section. So I've actually made this very simple because I know a whole lot of us are going to practice this and you want to have this exact dashboard. I know it's beautiful. So I dropped the color codes for the background, for the chart background, and also for the charts. So I'll also be copying and pasting these color codes so as to have an exact dashboard just like this. Yeah. So before we go ahead, I would like to know if you guys are still following me. If you're following me, please drop a 1 on the chat. If you're following me, drop a 1 on the chat. Awesome. That's good. That's good. That's good. So as you're about to start, if you have any questions or you need clarity, you can just drop your message on the chat box. Drop a message on the chat box and I will listen. I will attend to it. I'm actually tracking every messages. So drop it there. Then I will give a response. So please, I would like you lot to watch me and see how we are going to be building a dashboard from the data set we have. So the first thing to do is what? To download the data set, to go get the data set. So once you just get to the slide, click on here. So once you click on this part, then you will have your data set loaded up. So our data set is loading, sorry. Let me try and take this guy away. So we have our data set right here. So what is the next thing to do? Yes, you need to download the data set as an XLSX file. That means in Microsoft. So you go to File. Once you click on File, you will see an icon called Download. Then you have so many options around it. You want to download this file as Microsoft Excel. We want to download it as Microsoft Excel. So if I click on Microsoft Excel, then it's downloaded. Then the next thing is to what? Is to go get the file. So I have the file downloaded in Microsoft Excel already. So the next thing we want to do right now is I will open up Power BI desktop. I'll open up my Power BI desktop, and that's what I'm going to be doing right away. So I'm going to open up Power BI desktop. Okay, so I already have it open up, but to open it, once you click on Power BI, then you have this page. You have this page, and the next thing is to click on blank report. So once you click on blank report, it will bring you straight right into this particular place called the canvas. So you have the canvas here. This is where we're going to be creating our visuals, designing the visuals, creating the dashboard to have a beautiful thing over there. So another thing is this. When you want to work with this particular Power BI Power BI desktop, you need to what? Understand where your data is coming from. Now, our data is what? Is an XLSX file. That's a Microsoft Excel workbook file. So we are going to be connecting it with what? With Microsoft Excel. Like I said, when I was introducing this, that Power BI can be connected to different sources. So if I go over here in my home tab, you see get data. If I click on the drop down, I have a whole lot of sources whereby you can connect Power BI to a whole lot. So can you see you have a whole lot, keeps going, and all the way. I think you have close to 250 something sources you can actually connect your data to. But in this class, we are going to be connecting to Excel workbook. That means you want to extract data from what? From Excel workbook. So if I click on Excel workbook, then it's going to open my repository. Click on Excel workbook, then click on connect. So the next thing is that it's going to open up my repository where I have the file downloaded. So I have it called Crescent in Data. So if I click on it and I open it up, then it loads up. So one beautiful thing about this thing is that whenever we connect data to its source, and we load it down to Power BI, it's open up another thing for us, another tool for us called Power Query. So Power Query is where we do extract, transforming, and loading. That's ETL. You extract your data from the source, which you have done. Then you're about transforming it. After transforming it, we now load it back to Power BI desktop. That's ETL, extract, transform, and load. So we extract data set. So you have two tables, though both tables are still the same thing. So I'll just check one of it. Is hospitality revenue enhanced. Then I will not click load. If I click load, I've missed the transforming step. The only reason why we click load is that if I'm so certain that this data has been cleaned from the source, maybe I use Excel to clean it, or I use another tool to clean it. That's only when I can say, okay, let me just load it straight. But this time around, this data has not been cleaned yet. We need to do a lot of investigation to know if this data has been cleaned. So the next thing I'll just do is I'll click on transform. And once I click on transform, it's open up my Power Query editor. So this is my Power Query editor opening up right away. So just give it a few seconds. It's actually going to take like 3 to 5 seconds. Yeah, we have it. We have our Power Query editor. We have our Power Query editor. And this is where the whole transformation will be done. You can see you have the transform tab, you have the add column tab, we have the view tab, we have the tools, we have the even help. Yeah, and all these are the ribbons that are inside the ribbons, whereby we're going to be making use of some of it into this section. So this is one beautiful thing about Excel, about Power BI, sorry. We just click and drop, I get my work done. I don't write a whole lot of functions to trim. I don't need to write a whole lot of functions to convert. I need to just do click and drop, and my data set will be cleaned. So that's one beautiful. So we have like 85% of clicking and dropping in Power BI compared to writing every other DAX or writing your mashup language. So what we're doing in today's section, I'm just going to do majorly, we're going to be doing the click and drop. So click this, check again, okay, check this, click, okay, and you just be seeing the whole thing changing, transforming. So I'm going to start with the booking ID. Yeah, booking ID is meant to be in text. So you can see that it's in text. Customer ID also is meant to be in text. Age also is meant to be in text, and everything looks good. How do I know everything looks good? You can see this green line is completely filled up. If this green line is not completely filled up, that means there's an error or there's a need for you to work on that part, or blanks. So you need to work on it. So gender is also looking good. Booking dates. Now, booking date, this is a date column, but it's coming out as numerical. So all I just have to do is to convert this back to what? To date. So we click on this icon here that says 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to see the list of what data types you have. So I'm going to click on date. I need just the date. So I'm going to click on date and see how it's going to transform to what. So we click on replace current and it's going to transform straight down to what? To date. So before I go ahead, let me quickly call our attention to this. In Excel, I know that we are all used to Ctrl Z to undo, Ctrl Y to redo. But in Power Query Editor, Ctrl Z does not work. It does not work. If I want to retrace this step, all I just have to do is over this place, you see the apply step, and I'll just come here to cancel the last step. Once I cancel the last step, then it takes me back to the previous one. So that is how it works. So I'll just go back to it and select date. So after that, I have my dates. I have my column for date formatted. Location is meant to be in text, so I have to put that in text. Room type also is meant to be in text, so I have to put it in text. So let's check other ones we have. We have the customer type, booking. All these have to be in text. So I don't want to be doing one after the other. I want to multi-select the columns and convert it to text at once. So, okay, which one, Somi? Which one exactly? Can you please drop it? Which of the action do you want me to redo? Just drop it on the chat while I continue with this. So the next thing to do is, okay, let's just do one after the other so we still see how it works. So just click on this and click on text, then do this also, then click on text. So me, I'm still expecting your message, so I'll be able to know. Okay, now booking channel. I clicked on what's it called? So to do this, just go back and click on text. I think I clicked on date time, which is wrong. So let's go back and click on text. Okay, where's text? Text. So let's see, replace current, and let's see what we're gonna have right there. So fine, we have it. We have it. So the other time I clicked on the wrong data type, so it came out as error. Then I have to go back to what the exact data type that I was actually meant to have there. So night state, this is just the count of nights our customer stayed in each room. So for these, I'm going to make it numerical. That's whole number. That's an whole number. Then also the room rate. When you talk about room rate, that is the amount. How much per room? Okay. So yes, you're going to get the data. Like I said, fill the attendance form. Then from there, you'll be sent this slide, and even the recording. Do you understand? This is the LPC, sorry. This is the LPC. Okay. So I have the room rate. Room rate is meant to be in currency. And when it comes to Power Query Editor, we make use of fixed decimal number for our currency. So I'm going to put it there. So can you see it's now being formatted as currency. Then extras, that means if you're paying extra, then I will just come here, also make it currency, fixed decimal number. Then lastly, revenue, total revenue generated. Then that's going to be fixed decimal number likewise. Fixed decimal number likewise. So how do they get the total revenue generated? It's just multiplying the total night stayed by the amount for each room. 5 times 150, that's 750 plus 20, the extra, that's 770. That's how it works. Do you understand? So that's how it works. So now our data is looking good. Somi, can you please type what you said the other time so I can know where you want me to, the step you want me to retrace? Okay, all right. Okay, I'm seeing some question that do we need to have Power BI software in order to process? Yes, you need to download the Power BI desktop. So, and it's very simple. All you just need to do is over here at the Microsoft Store, if you click on Microsoft Store, just search for Power BI desktop. Then you see, just click on get. Then automatically it downloads and automatically install itself, just like you are downloading apps from Play Store. Just as you see, you're downloading the same app on Play Store. Just go to Microsoft Store on your system. Once you go to Microsoft Store, then just look for what? Search for what's it called again? Power BI Desktop. So this one is loading up because of our time. I just take it off. So just search for Power BI Desktop here. Then you will see it straight down. Then you just download it. Then you're good to go. So okay, I mean to cancel an action on the query. Okay. If you want to retrace your step, like I said, over here, you see everything you're doing within the Power Query Editor is recorded here in your applied step. So if you want to retrace the step, you want to cancel the last step, all you need to do is just click on this icon here that says change type. Can you see that red sign? We click on it, then you need to take it back to the previous one. Okay, so I hope you get that summing. Okay, so some people are asking that can we get the data set as I am practicing? Yeah, the best thing is just watch as I'm doing this thing so that you understand it better. And when you want to do yours, then easily you will get it. So just follow me as I am doing it. Don't worry, it will be sent to you. It will be sent to you. It will be sent to you. So I am done cleaning the data set. I am done cleaning the data set. Everything looks good. Right data type. I'm having the okay, this customer, I have to change it back to text. I think I retraced a step the other time, so it affected it. Then I also have to change this back to text. Gender also to text. So everything looks so good. Then the right data type, no blanks, no error, then I'm good to go. So after I'm done cleaning my data, the next thing to do is what? To close and apply. So I've extracted and I've transformed. The next thing is to load. So load in Power Query Editor is called what? Close and apply. So if I click on this drop down, you see apply, you see close. But this time around, I want to close Power Query Editor and apply changes on Power BI Desktop. So if I click on close and apply, then it's going to come right in here. And I'd like you to just take a look at the this particular part called the data pan. Inside this data pan, you see the table name, and the list of column inside the data pan. So let's wait while it's loading. Let's wait while it's loading. Okay. Don't worry, the data set will be sent to your email. Don't worry, to be sent to your email. Just make sure you complete the form. You have the video, it will be sent to you also. All right, so it's loading up. So let's give it a minute. So 1,000 rows loaded. 1,000 rows loaded. So I've loaded data set from Power Query Editor, and right now it's inside my Power BI desktop. Then I can start building my dashboard. Wow. Can you see how beautiful Power BI is? If it's other two, I might like spend 20, I say 20 minutes. No, or I spend like an hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes cleaning the data set. But right here, I'm done. Under a space of 10, 15 minutes. I'm done cleaning data set. Then I really want to go straight down to building my dashboard. But the question is, where is the data? Like I said, the data is located inside this data pan. So if you see here, the name of the table is actually showing here. So all I need to do is just to click on this drop down, this arrow we have here. Just click on the drop down, then you see all the column names. So it brings all the column names into this data pan. And inside that column name, every column name has its record in it. And you're going to be seeing that when we are building the dashboard. So right now, the next thing is to start to what? To set up the dashboard. Our canvas needs to get its color, its background color. So, like I said, right here, where we create our dashboard is called canvas. Can you see? Select or drag field from data pan, which is here, onto the report canvas. This is the report canvas. This white, pure white stuff you're seeing here is called the report canvas. It's called report canvas. It's called report canvas. So what I need to do right now is to what? To start formatting it, to start designing it, to start bringing the chart to have what we have right here. So let me show us what we are about to build. So we want to build this one right here. You want to build this right here. So yeah, you want to, from this, you want to have this guy right here. You want to have this guy right here. So the next thing to do is, like I said, I already have the color code. Then you will always need to do is just to copy these color codes, then paste it. Copy this color code, then paste it. Whenever I get to that point where we need to copy it, we copy, then we paste. We copy, then we paste. So the next thing to do is I'll go straight down to it. Just take it off from this part. Then back to this place. So copying and pasting, that's all you want to do. So the canvas, I have to go to my canvas, the format report page, format your report page. I just click on this, then you see canvas background, canvas background. So once I go to canvas background, you see canvas, all what is inside the canvas background. You have the color, currently is in white at the moment. So all I need to do is to pick the right color. But like I said, the color code has been inside the slide. So I'll just bring it up again. Let's bring the slide up again. Then once I bring up the slide, then I will go copy the color code. I'll go copy the color code. So yeah, I'll just copy this right here. So once I copy it, that's my general background. Then I go back to my Power BI desktop to paste it. So how will I paste it? So after coming to this canvas background, like I said, just click on this drop down. Then you see something here called more colors. So once I click on more colors, then it gives me this X, like hexagonal code. So this is where I'm going to paste the code I copied. So I just press Ctrl V. Once I press Ctrl V, then the color has been imputed here. But then I can't see the color. All I need to do is, the transparency is currently at 0. So if I just reduce it back to, it's currently at 100%. All I just need to just do is to reduce it back to 0. So once I reduce it back to 0, I have this. Can you see? I have this. It has been reduced to 0, so I have this. So this has been done. The next thing to do is to start creating the shapes, to start bringing in everything we need to work with inside this canvas. So I will start by bringing in the text box, the title for this particular dashboard, the title for this dashboard. So what I'm going to do is I will use my text box to bring that in. So under my insert tab, I'll just go straight to text box. Yeah, we have it here. Text box. So if I click on text box, then you see it's going to come straight up here. Then what I just need to just do is to align it to what I want. I don't want it to be too the width just small. Then this is okay. Let me close my filter pan so I'll have a better view. So this is okay for me. This is okay for me. So after doing this, the next thing to do is type the name, right? Yes, I can decide to type the name. In fact, I'm going to be typing the name of this dashboard straight off. So it's going to be Crescent in Revenue Dashboard. So look at it, Crescent in. It looks as if nothing is coming up, right? But you see what I'm going to do right after this. Crescent in Revenue Dashboard. Crescent in Revenue Dashboard. So this is not the color I want. This is not the size of font I want, but I still have the font style. So all I need to do is to copy the entire title, then give it the size. I want it to be in 28. It's actually currently like 28. Then I also want the color to be that gold color. You see, I want it to be in this gold color. Can you see the gold colors here? So I'll just come here. I want to use the code I use for my chart for that. So I'll just copy this entire code right here, Control C. So I actually did this so that it's going to be very easy for us to use. So after clicking on Control C, then I will go straight down back to my desktop, my Power BI desktop, then come to where we have the font color. Can you see font color? I'll click on the drop down to give me the color menu. So I also click on more colors, then Control V. Do you understand? Then it's there. Can you see? I have it. Are we good? Not yet. We need to give this text box also its own background color. We need to give it also its own background color. And for that, I'm going to be using this particular code for that. I'm going to be using this particular code for that. That is this one right here. That's for the chart background. I'll be using this chart background for it. So Control C. So can you see how I'm actually making that very easy for us to use whenever I want to start doing our own? Then I'll just come here. I'll come right inside this. I'll click right inside this text box. Then I'll go to General under my Format Text Box pan. I'll go to General. Then once I go to General, I'll go to Effect. So if I click on the drop down for Effects, then you see colors. Yes, this is where I go into Background. Background, then you see colors. So we want to change the color from white to the color we just copied. So like I said, let me do that again. Click on the drop down, click on more colors, then Control V. Can you see? Control V. Then you can see that this has changed. Can you see? It has changed. It has changed directly straight down to what I want. So this is what I want. So this is what I want. So I just bring it down a bit. So this has changed and it's giving me what I want. So the next thing I want to do right now is the slicer. What is this? What will the slicer do? Let me just demonstrate this for you inside with this other one. So look at this. This is what we're going to be building. So look at the job of the slicer. You can see that it's interactive. It will be interactive now. Can you see? So this is the job of the slicer. So I want to create this right now. So this is what I'm going to do to create that. I'll just go straight down to my visualization pan, which is right here. And this is my slicer. This is my slicer right here. This is my slicer. So I'm going to create one. And from this one, I'll create the second one. I'm going to be creating one. And from this, I'll use this one to create the second one, just to make our work fast. So this is how to work very smart as a data analyst. Sometimes some of the things I've created before, I'll use to create something else. So that I won't be doing the whole step over and over again, because it's still part of what we call automation. So I'm going to be using this to create it. So I want this one to be for the year, because I want to filter with year. I also want to filter with location. So I want this slicer to be the year. So what I'll just do is I'll go to the data sets. So I have a column called booking date. But I click on the drop down, we see something called date hierarchy. We also click on the drop down. You see another thing called year, quarter, month, and day. Year, quarter, month, and day. All I just have to do is to click on the year. So I click on this, check this box, then you see the year is rolling, is rolling, is rolling. Then it's going to come up right away. Okay. So let's wait for it. So, okay, it's actually showing us 2020 to 2023. Okay, something is wrong somewhere. Okay, yeah, it's correct. Sorry, it's correct. But then let's see. So I don't want this timeline. I don't want it to come out like this. So I'll just go to my slicer settings. Once I click on the slicer, you click on this, format your visuals. Then you see slicer settings. Yes, okay, the step. So all I did was, let me just take it off. Let me just take it off. All I did was I clicked on what? Slicer. Once I click on slicer, I just arranged it. I brought it straight down to this place just to align with the previous chart. And one beautiful thing about Power BI is that it helps alignment very easy. So once it touches the edge of the previous one, then you see it, you see some red dotted lines around it. So it makes alignment very easy. So after doing that, all I just need to do is to come to my booking dates, click on the drop down. I'll see data hierarchy, click on the drop down, then I'll check this box for year. So once I check this box for year, the next thing to do is what? I would like to, because I don't want to have something like this. This is not what I want to have. I don't want to have this timeline icon. I want to have it in form of tiles. So I'm going to show you that. So once I click on that, I'll go to my format your visuals. Then once I go to format your visuals, I'll go to slicer settings. So in the slicer settings, currently under the option, the style is between. So the color code is on the slide, don't worry. So this tie is currently as between, is currently in between option. So I want to change it to tie. So by changing to tie, I will have this. Can you see 2021, 2020, 21, 22, 23? That is how it's going to work. But I'm not yet done because I still need to work on certain things here. So this way I'm going to be doing some formatting. And once I'm done with this formatting, all I just need to just do is to copy and paste this for the second one that I want to do. So let's go straight down to formatting our slicer. So I've been able to do the slicer settings. The slicer header is tied to right. I want to make my font has always been Sego UI semi-bold. I want to be consistent with that. That is one. The font color. The font color is the color we used for this color here. That's the font. So I still want to stick to that. So normally, one beautiful thing is that we should be able to see the color, the recent color history or color history here. But the brown color is not there. Sorry, the gold color is not there yet. So I'll go back to go and copy that gold color. Go back to go and copy the gold color. So let's see. I'll go back to copy the gold. So this is how you copy your color code. Just come to the slide. So I want the chart, the chart color that I want to use for that particular one that I want to do now is the chart color. So come here, go to font color, go to more colors, then Control V. Then I have my color. So I have my color. Can you see the year has changed? The year has changed. So what about the borders? Yes, I want to do something for the border. I just want the bottom border alone. That line, it is going to give a line to this particular place here. Then after doing that, the color should still be this gold color. Then the background, now I want to start working on the background of this color. So the background, the major background is this background, this dark green background, which I'm going to be using. So just click on it. So I already have everything is under my recent color. So I don't really need to be copying and pasting anymore. So just click on this. The background is changing. Then for the values also, I also edit the value. I want the value also to be in that gold color. So I've changed it to gold color. Then also, what else do I need to do? The borders. The borders are there. I want the border to be like this. Now the background. I'll change the background also to this tail green. Can you see? That's how it's going to be. So let's check what other things that we need to do. We still need to work on the major background. We still have it as white. So I'm going to show you how that will be right now. So I've edited it under values, under background. I've done everything under background, under borders. I'm cool. The text too, I'm cool with it. So the slider settings, I'm also cool. So I will now go to general. So it's under general, I'm going to do the major background. So just go to effect, then the background here, click on the drop down and click on this first column. Then we have it. Can you see? Then we have it. So majorly it's just within the color codes. So the color codes will help us to create the right color we want and actually have the right color we want for each of these things. So the next thing is to what? I need another slicer. I need another slicer. So I don't need to start going to this place to create another slicer. All I just do is to copy and paste. Copy and paste. So I'll select this slicer. I've selected it. So I'll use Control C to copy, then Control V to paste. That's just it. Select the slicer, use Control C to copy, then Control V to paste. Then I'm going to paste that chart right here, right beside it. But mind you, that is not what I want. I don't want here as my what? As my second slicer. I want the location to be my second slicer. Location to be my second slicer. So what I would do is right or when selecting this second slicer, I will go straight down to where my visual is, or this place, your build visuals. Then I will go right here under the field. I will uncheck this booking date. Can you see change to white, right? Don't worry. I've unchecked what's it called? The booking field. So I'll just check the location field. Check the location field. Then I have it. I have it. Another thing is this, I don't want the location field to be in form of tiles, just like the year. So I'll just go back to my format, your visuals, slider settings. The only thing I'll be doing there is just to convert it to vertical lists. Vertical lists. Oh, sorry. Let's make it of drop down. Let's make it of drop down. Yes, can you see? So if I click on this arrow, yeah, it's going to give me a drop down. Then I'll select the location that I want, the location that I want. So it's getting more interesting. It's getting more interesting. So the next thing is to start building the remaining chart. So we have the line chart to build. We have the map chart. We have 2 donut chart and also 1 column chart, which is going to be showing us so many things. So I'm just going to build all the charts right now. Then I will now do the formatting at the end of it. So I'm going to show you something on how to work faster with Power BI. Instead of me building one chart, then building one chart, formatting the chart, build the second chart, format it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to build all the charts I want for this dashboard. Then after building it, then I'm going to use something called Format Painter to do it. This thing here, Format Painter, to just create a quick editing and formatting to all the charts. So let me start by bringing in the line chart. So right now, I want to see the monthly trend of revenue, or the general overview of monthly trend for the revenue. So I'm going to use line chart because when it comes to monthly trend, I'm talking about trend, then I'm going to bring in my line chart. And this is your line chart. This is line chart. So I'm going to drop line chart. So line chart has been created. I'll just bring it up right here. Then just bring it down a bit. Yes, I have my line chart created right now. So what do I want to have this line chart? I want the revenue to be on the y-axis, and I want the month to be on the x-axis. Revenue on the y-axis, and also month on the x-axis. So right here is our revenue, total revenue. Can drag and drop, like left click, like you see, left click it, drop it on y-axis. Then also for the month, don't forget that it's under booking date. Then once you get to booking date, drop down this hierarchy, then I have the month. So I'll drag and drop the month on x-axis. Then I have something like this. Yes, normally I should have just do the formatting right now and, continue with the second one, but no, I want to work smartly. I don't want to be going back and forth. So after doing this, I'll create the map also because I want to see revenue by location. It's part of the deliverables that we are told to return revenue by location. So I'm going to create that using this map chart, map chart. So this is right here. So if I click on it, it's going to come right here. So I'll just drag it and bring it to this place. So this place. So I have it right here. So I'm going to drag it. So I would like to bring this guy down. This guy is down a bit. Let's bring them down a bit. Yeah. So what I want to put here is the location and revenue. So you can see it that we already have a pan for location. So I'll just come here and go and look for my location. Can you see location column? Left click, drag it on location. You see something like building up can you see? It has already built up the map for us. But then I want to see how revenue behaves across the countries in the USA that we are using for this data set. So I'll now bring my total revenue again, left click and drop it on bubble size. Left click, I'll drop it on bubble size. Then you see the size of those bubbles has increased. They've all increased. They've all increased. They've all increased. Though I'm still going to increase these bubble charts, see some other thing that I can do around it. Then this is still part of what we're doing. But then, am I done yet? So let's still leave this. We are not formatting it yet. The next thing is to create the donor chart. Donor chart is show the percentage revenue or percentage difference in revenue with respect to the gender and also the room type. So this is my donor chart here. You can see donor chart. I need it. So I'm going to create this. This is one donor chart. I need two. I'm just going to put it right under this line chart. So this is very simple as well. Just bring in for the legend. I want gender to be in the legend. So I will click and drop gender on legend. Can you see? I already have my gender, male and female. Then total revenue is going to be on values. Total revenue is going to be on values. So can you see? Then I have this. So I also want to create this again for the room type. So I don't want to be going back and forth. Like I said, I can just Control C, then Control V. Then I already have it created again. Can you see? But you just copy and pasting it. I have it created. So I don't want to be doing the whole job, go to that place, go and pick it, take it up again. So I really want to do a very smart job. I don't want to stress myself. So which is going to help you all whenever you're working with data. So you should like automation. So right now, but this is not going to be the sum of total revenue by gender. No. All I just need to do right now is also to go to this, our build visuals, cancel the legend. Can you see? Leave your value as sum of total revenue, but the legend, take it off. Then the next thing is to what? To bring in the room type. This is the room type. Yeah, this is right there. And drop it on legend. Then I'll have this. I'll have this. So we are getting somewhere. We're almost done. So the last one is to do the column chart, which is going to show the revenue by that is okay. I think that should be under. Okay, let's check that. Let's check that to see what the last thing could be. Let's go and check our deliverables. Let's go check our deliverables, what we need for the last one. Okay, we want to check for the what's it called, booking channels. Yes, we talked about it that time. So I want to see how revenue is being generated, the amount of revenue that is being generated by each booking channels. So I'm going to make use of my column chart. This is it, clustered column chart. Clustered column chart. So if I drop it right here, automatically it fills up the remaining space. Then I'll bring in my booking channel on x-axis, then total revenue on y-axis. Total revenue on y-axis. So it's looking like what we want to build, but we don't have the formatting yet. So the formatting is what we want to do right now. It's what we're going to do right now. And look at what I'm going to do. So I'm going to concentrate on the monthly trend. Do you get? I'll concentrate more on the monthly trend. Then after doing that, I will now do something which I'm going to show us called Format Painter. I'm going to use Format Painter to format the remaining chart. So for the monthly trend, let's start. We go straight down to our format your visuals. Can you see format your visuals? This icon right here. So on the x-axis, let's start with x-axis. The values, I need it. Do you understand? That's January, February, March. Yes, go UI, semi-bold is what I want. But the color is the gold color. I've changed that to gold color. I don't want the title. Everybody know that January to December is month. For the y-axis, I don't want the title likewise. We know that the title of the chart already told us that we are dealing with total revenue, so I don't want that. So, but for the values, let's click on the drop down. I want to change the color to gold. So we are getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So what about the gray lines? I don't want gray lines. I don't want gray lines. I just turn it off. I turn off my gray lines. So you can see that it's just plain white. Now the line, what color do I want for the line? I want it to be the gold color still, the same gold color. So we are getting somewhere. I want it to be the same gold color. Data label, I don't need data label for this. So it will be too mess up the whole thing. I don't want it to be too jam-packed. So the next I'm going to do right now is just to go to my general, where I'm going to complete the job. So the title, yes, I want the title. The title right now is called sum of total revenue, but I just want to be revenue monthly trend. I think that's cool. Revenue monthly trend. Or monthly revenue. Okay, anyone. When it comes to giving title like that, sometimes just like this the correct one. Should I use revenue monthly trend? Yeah. So I think that's quite okay. So fonts, like I said, I want Sego UI semi-bold. Then the title, the color to also be gold. But this time around, I want the alignment to be at the center. I want an horizontal alignment. So I'll put it at the center. Then the next thing is to just change the background. Change the background. To change the background. So the background, I'll just go straight down to effect. Once I go to effect, then I'll see where to change the background. So this background, I'll just come here and just drop this. So it has changed. Can you see? It has changed. So all I need to do right now is just to make use of format visuals to create it on other chart I have here. So I'm going to click on this chart, then click on format painter. So after clicking on format painter, all I need to do is just to drop it. Can you see? Click on that chart again, click on format painter, drop it. Can you see? Click on this chart again, click on this chart again. Sorry. Click on this chart again, click on format painter, drop it right there. Can you see? Click on this chart again, click on format painter, then drop it on the location chart. So we're already getting there. We are already getting there. We are already getting there. So just a few more things to do, then we have our dashboard completely built. So I'll now go to the first donor chart. So under the first donor chart, I want to change the color of my ties, all this color. I want to work on this some kind of formatting right there. So I'll go to format your visuals. Format your visuals. Then I'll start from the legend. The text for the legend is correct, but the color should be that good color. Fine. The title is okay. I want the title to be there. Now the slice, I want it to be this color and also a darker shade. So for the male gender, I'll make use of the gold color, and for the female gender, I'll make use of this dark shade. Do you understand? So we are getting somewhere. What about the spacing? The inner radius, I love that my donor chart looks a little bit tiny. Do you understand? The radius to be wider. So I just increase around 85. Let's make it 85. So can you see? It's now at 85. Then the next thing is, what about the title, the what's it called? The data label. So I'll go to detail labels. So I don't want it to be numbers alone. I want it to be both. I want it to be just percentage. I don't want numbers and percentage. So just go to label content right here. So once I go to label content, I'll just select percentage of total. Percentage of total. So something has actually changed, but I'm not seeing it because the color is not actually bringing it out. So the next thing to do is I'll go to values, then go and change the color to that gold color. Then we have it. I want to increase it a bit so that it to be more obvious. Then lastly, I don't want it to be 31.62. I want to round it up to the nearest whole number. I just go to your display. I will go to the percentage decimal place. I'll make it 0. Then I have it like this. I have it like this. So guys, we're actually going somewhere. What be good code name for this? I want to be revenue by gender. Revenue by gender. So I just click revenue by gender. Oh. So if I click revenue by gender, then I will change this totally to revenue by gender. So I'll just go straight down general and I'll go to type to just go and edit it to revenue by. So what's the next thing to do? You can see right now that I'm almost having it. So I will still make use of that format painter to bring the same effect on this other donor chart right here. Okay. Click on
All right. So no fears. I believe my colleague is having a bit of network issue. I think you will see that I probably was checking out something. Probably somebody is trying to tamper with his internet or the thing is trying to go off. But no fears, he's going to be with us in no time. I believe everybody could. We are literally enjoying everything happening. For somebody that don't have any idea of what he's doing, that time when he was doing the copy paint, format painting, when he's doing the copy and paste and just pasting the whole thing, if you blinked, it will literally seem like rapture just happened. Like, what just happened? Boom. So no fears. Everything is doing, even if you can't. But I was even enjoying it myself. Despite if I understand what I was in, I was literally enjoying it. I believe every one of you was enjoying it. So the most important thing now is make sure that if you haven't completed the form, make sure you complete the form so that this video is going to be sent to your email and you'll be able to 100% get access to it, watch it, and be able to complete it. I believe if you look at the stage that he has gotten to, he's done. If you're somebody that you got a job or you got a contract to work on something like that, the job is done already because there was a set target goal before it started, and already it was already at that end of completing that particular project. So trust me, these are some of the things that you get to learn when you actually start. I could see some people saying, "Can you repeat that? How did you do this? How did you do that?" Trust me. So these are the things that you get to learn within the training that will open you to being able to do something like what you just did. And trust me, you might be like, oh, so I'm not sure I'll be able to do all these things. Trust me, having somebody just the same way you saw my learned colleague Joshua working around the project, this is something that you'll be able to learn within your program, within the class. And I'll promise you one thing that by the time you are done with this session, you've seen the first half of what Joshua was able to do. The other part is now exactly how do you go about learning this thing that Joshua just did, and how are you able to apply it and actually get yourself into a role, in demand role that would actually get you a job without you having any prior experience. I see when we started, we have a whole lot of people that were saying one, one, one. This is their first time of joining a session like this. But imagine what you've been able to witness with Joshua doing, helping the organization actualize avenues that is actually giving them money. Right? So this is something you'll be able to do. And when we're looking at Power BI, you probably ask the question, why Power BI? And this is because this is a powerful business intelligence tool that you see lots of organizations on a daily basis look for professionals that have skills in this area. And when we're looking at professionals that have skills in this area, it's not just only Power BI, so to speak, that you'll be learning. You have other different career paths that has Power BI inclined into them that you're able to learn, transition into this role, and still be able to leverage on Power BI and use it to generate insights and revenue that organizations will be able to take action for. And when you're looking at the career path you're able to transition into that has Power BI in it, you have the business analyst, right? You have the data analyst, you have the financial analyst, and you have the HR analyst. Now, before we're able to arrive at these 4 different programs, we have other programs, but the one that has Power BI in it, these are just the programs that I just mentioned. So when you're looking at taking all these programs, number one thing that we consider is having the ability to easily learn whatever that you must have been taught. Just the same way Joshua has been able to show you. This is something you can easily learn. And having a professor like Joshua walk you through how to learn that is exactly how you're able to learn this, working on projects. Then you have ease of transitioning. Anybody looking to hire you, they're looking at what problem have you been able to solve? What tools are you able to use? These are the things they're looking for. And Power BI being one of them, you'll be able to actually tell them, now, I'll be able to use this to solve a hospitality problem where they're having financial issues and looking to identify avenues that are giving them revenue. This is you leveraging Power BI to be able to do that. And definitely, if you look at the salary that cut across board, having a skill in any of these career paths, it is something that is going to actually give you a high rewarding salary. All right. So these are the things that you get to learn. But there's one major important thing that I want us to do, and that is I would like us to take a quiz. So if you're joining, probably you're joining this from your laptop, you might just want to quickly scan the QR code on your screen. If you scan it, it's going to take you to this particular quiz, which I'm going to also do myself. And the purpose of this is, so we have different parts of tech that you can transition into, but I don't have any technical skill. What I just have is probably maybe my work experience speaking with a customer or my experience working a little bit around coding. The quiz is actually now going to tell you the exact career path, considering your personal trait, the kind of person that you are. The quiz is now going to tell you the exact thing that it is way fitting for you and the kind of person that you are. So my colleague will drop the link to this particular quiz also in the chat box. So you can go ahead and take the quiz. What I'm also going to do is I'll probably share this also so you get access to it 100%. Okay. So my colleague will drop the link in the chat box. And also I want you to click on it. I just dropped that link in the chat box. So you want to click on that link. If you click on it, it will take you to the page and you'll be able to take the quiz. I'm going to do the same thing now myself. And I'll probably share my screen when I do that. So you'll be able to see how to go about doing it yourself. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So if you click on the link, I want you to click on the link and probably tell me what the quiz is telling you to do. Okay. Right. So if you click on the link, it should take you to the page where you'll be able to complete the particular quiz. So I just click on the link myself. So you want to click on the link. I drop the link in the chat box. My colleague should also drop the link and you get access to it. So you want to click on get started. So this is assuming that I don't have any technical skill. I just want to take the quiz to understand which of the career paths might be the best option for me. Okay, so I click on let's get started and I say, okay, let's go. I'm ready. So he's asking me to complete my name. Okay, my name is Muidin Adiakoni. Muidin Adiakoni. My mobile is 62926. Right. So my email is printadiakoni. I agree and continue. So he's asking me, how do you feel in a group setting of in a group settings or team discussions? Talking in groups, it's not something I really do enjoy. I'm selective. Okay. I like people, but I need a balance. Exactly. Or I prefer to work solo behind the scenes. I thrive. I enjoy leading and connecting. All right. So let me say, find a balance. Okay. So you say, what best describe your current or your most recent job? Okay. So let me say a caregiver, a customer service, finance and accounting, teacher and educator, IT support, marketing and sales, unemployed. Let me say marketing, sales, and operations, just so to speak. Which of these sounds mostly like you? I love solving problems with people and organization. I prefer working with data. Right. So you see my colleague will drop that link in the chat. So you want to complete, also try take the quiz, then tell me the results in the chat box once you're done taking this quiz. Right. So I'll say, I prefer to work with data and finding patterns, just like my colleague Joshua just did. How comfortable are you with tools like Excel, Google Sheets, and numbers in general? Excel, Google Sheets. I want to avoid number if possible. Let's say I only use numbers when it's necessary. Okay, let me select that. What's your take on coding? Okay, so I'm scared of coding. I'd rather manage a tech team, no coding. I'm curious, but not sure if I will enjoy it. That's actually a fantastic answer. I'm curious, but I'm not so certain if I will enjoy it. Okay, all right. What kind of work environment do you prefer? Definitely, I love to work independently. I love to work independently, data focused, security conscious, strategic decision making. So let me say independent worker. What is most important to you right now? Most important to me right now is so I can see job security in the long run. That is to be considered. Landing a high paying tech role. I don't have option to ask anybody. I will have asked what you people will have selected, but I think I like money, so I'll select a high paying role. I'm not sure if I have anybody that like money on this call, but I do. So I don't know about you. What kind of impact do you want to make? Drive data insights, enhancing employers' performance, protecting information and security systems and data asset, optimizing financial performance, leading organization in transformer business. Let me select the first option. Which cost sounds more appealing to you? So this is why I'm here. I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know which one I'd rather go for. Okay, so let me say I'm confused. So let me see what it's going to give to me. Awesome. So I'm done with the quiz and looking at all the things that I'm comfortable with, the ones I'm not comfortable with, it has given me business analysis. Okay, so now let's see. I want to see the result in the chat box. What is mine? Is a strategist, a business analyst. You're a fixer. You think in system and processes. So I want to see the answers in the chat box. What is the response? What do you have? What are the answers? Did anybody take the quiz? What do you have as your answer? I see mine is financial analyst. That's fantastic, Sharon. That's actually very fantastic. Little said data analyst. Interesting. All right, I need more answers. If you haven't taken the builder, oh wow, the explorer, oh wow, amazing. If you have not taken the quiz, you want to click on that link and make sure you take the quiz. Mine is the analyst. All right, administrator said they're the analyst. Fantastic. All right, if you have not taken the quiz, you want to try to take the quiz so you also get on the bus and be doing everything we're talking about, right? So you want to make sure you take the quiz so I'll be able to have an understanding of those I'm talking to. Daniel Sell, Agile Project Manager. Interesting. That is actually fantastic. Very, very fantastic. That's interesting. I never even saw that coming. I never believed that somebody will actually get that skill. And trust me, you see everything that you've been able to go through the quiz and understanding the kind of person that you are. This exactly is how you'll be able to land the role. Some said data analytics, Genevieve said data science. Interesting. All these things, these are this is an opportunity, this is an exposure for you to know that you don't need any sort of prior skill or worked in a particular coding environment or whatever before you are able to transition into all these roles that you have skill all about. And if you ask me, how exactly do you go about getting into this role? As you can see, a lot of financial analysts, a lot of business analysts in the house. I only have one cybersecurity analyst, and that is Jeff. Interesting. That was actually pretty interesting. Very interesting. But if you ask me, how exactly do you now go about transitioning from having zero technical background to landing yourself a role, a job in this space? And that is how exactly, and what you actually get to do about this is you learn. If you ask me the strategy that really works to get you from having zero technical experience to landing your first role, the way every other person have been able to do it, the strategy that work is actually you learn, you package yourself, then you apply. These three things, you don't want to miss any of them. And doing these three things will get you a job. And when it comes to you learning, just the same way you've been able to go through all the quiz and you say somebody saying financial analyst, I have the cybersecurity as Jeff. Jolly said data analyst. John said financial analysis. Now, you learning the program is actually the first step. You will learn it in the right way. And after learning it, you will package yourself. Packaging yourself is learning how to revamp your CV, optimize your LinkedIn, creating and building a portfolio. What my colleague just showed you is a project. The organization, the hospitality establishment, they have a challenge. And the challenge is what he has been able to solve, building a dashboard in Power BI. So you learn how to build all these projects and add them to your portfolio to showcase your skill of things you've been able to work on. Florence said data analyst, fantastic. So, and when you're doing that, you also go through mentorship to be able to enlighten you on exactly what to do and what not to do. Don't worry, all these things, I will explain it way much more when we move on. Then you also have interview preparations. You prepare for before you get into any interview. So you'll be able to understand what it is to, how to introduce yourself, how to answer questions when being asked. Then also you get what we call on-the-job support. That is when you're on the job, you need some sort of help. All these things, this is you packaging yourself to make sure that whenever that opportunity comes along, you are way more than 100% ready for that opportunity. And when you have that in place, you now apply. You apply, you take all your skills, everything you've learned, you start to apply and you learn exactly how to really get this done. You learn how to tailor your CV to every job you're applying to, making sure that you never use a CV twice. You also learn how to apply to 10 quality jobs, learning how to apply to jobs daily, selecting the averagely 10 quality jobs in a day. And these are the things you learn how to, and you also learn how to tap into hidden job markets, which I'll also explain as time goes on. These are the steps that you go through that will open you up to getting your job without having any prior experience in the tech space. And it might be seeming like, oh, this sounds so technical, this sounds so difficult. Trust me, if you're in the class, if you're in the session, you start the session with us, and you look at the project overview when Joshua was talking about it, you say like, how is this going to be possible? But when he did it, he literally did it within 30 minutes. This is because he knows, he has the knowledge, and he's been able to transfer that knowledge to solving problems. And this is also the same thing that will have a lot of people that have been able to go through the program, transfer their skill into getting them jobs. Ikmat, the first lady you're seeing on my screen, she is a full-time stay-at-home mom. When I mean full-time, I mean full-time stay-at-home mom. She went through the data analytics program and she was able to get herself a job as a data analyst with NHS. Now, one very important thing, one interesting thing is, remember, you will be getting this slide after the session. So you can easily come over here and click on this watch. You'll be able to hear her speak and hear everything she has to say about how the program was and how the program was able to help her transfer from being a full-time stay-at-home mom to getting a job in data analysis. And that job comes with NHS, and it came with full visa sponsorship. Same thing with Ramat. She has experience in customer service. She went through the business analysis program, and she was able to get a job also with NHS after taking the business analysis program. Oluwatoyin has an experience being a pharmacist, right? She has experience back in Nigeria as a pharmacist. She went through the business analysis program and she went through the data analysis program and she got a job as a benefit analyst with NHS. We have thousands of people that have been able to go through a program and get a job in this space. And if you ask me, what are the skills that you need to learn to actually now get you into this space? Let's start with the business analysis. I'll not really take so much time, so I'll be able to save us enough time. Now, the first thing you'll be learning is Excel, Power BI, and SQL. That's the first thing you'll be learning in your business analysis program. So you see everything that Joshua has been able to do. By going through the business analysis program, you will also be able to learn how to leverage Power BI to help organizations have a better understanding of how to make smarter financial decisions. These are the things you get to learn within the program. And remember, when we are saying learning, your learning is never, you never have anything like theoretical. You have come to class and you have my colleague telling you, oh, so now we are going to be reading on what Power BI is and how you can use Power BI to do it. No, you're coming into class. So when you're, for example, you are learning how to do formatting in Power BI, just like my colleague just showed you. You'll be working on a project to teach you how to work on formatting. You're learning how to use your charts, your different charts. What type of chart can you use? I saw a question in the chat box that said, how do you identify the types of charts you want to use? This is something that you will learn within the program. And that is because you work on multiple projects. Work on multiple projects that will open you up to know exactly when to use a line chart, when do you use your clustered column charts, when do you use your pie chart, when do you use your map, where do you use your card, how do you do all these things, when do you get to use all these things? This is because your training, your program is always going to be around you working on projects. And when you work on multiple projects, these are the things you have a basic understanding of. So it will be as easy as, you see the same way that Joshua is just telling you, you click on cluster codon chart, you click on pie chart, you click on this, you click on that. And that's because he has experience working on multiple projects and he'll be able to transfer these skills to doing exactly what it needs to be done, which is helping organization solve whatever problem that they have. So these are the things that you get to learn within the program. Then you get to learn, as a business analyst, you learn what we call process mapping using tools like Draw.ai and Lucid Chart. You learn project initiation planning. You learn Agile and Scrum also for projects. You learn SDLC, that's software development lifecycle. You learn requirement fundamentals, elicitation, stakeholder analysis, and stakeholder engagement. And you also learn how to leverage ChatGPT to work efficiently as a business analyst. Now, your learning duration is 8 months. Is applicable to all the programs. All your learning duration is 8 months. You have 6 months learning, working on projects for 8 months, for 6 months. And when you are done with that in 6 months, you get to be on internship for 2 months, where you get to work on more projects, but in this case now solving real world cases. You get to do this for 8 months. And when you're looking at your learning time, your learning structure, you have your live classes on Saturday, either your live instructor-led live class or your live self drop-in session where you get to solve problems in the other Saturday. These are the way your classes are structured, and you have your classes from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. UK time, West African time, European time. Or for those, I saw somebody is joining on from Delaware, you also have your classes 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. West African time. That is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And in EST, that is 12 noon EST to 3 p.m. EST on Saturday. Okay. And like I said, you have the total duration of 6 months for your program. Then when it comes to data analysts, just like you said, you have problem solving, learning how to solve problems from different directions. Because as a data analyst, that is one of your key requirements or key things. You are always helping organization solve problem. Just the thing that Joshua just did. This is what you get to see yourself doing as a data analyst, using data, history record to solve problems, building dashboard in Power BI to solve problems. And if you can see your screen, you have problem solving. You have Excel, meaning you learn Excel from the very basic till advanced level. You learn SQL, structured query language. Then you learn Power BI. Then you also learn Tableau. Now, some people might have heard about Tableau before. Some might be hearing it for the first time, but it's interesting to know that both Power BI and Tableau, they almost serve the same purpose. But the competition now is Power BI is from Microsoft, Tableau is from Salesforce. So you see some organizations tell you, we don't use Power BI in these establishments. We only use Tableau. Not to worry, you got it covered. You also have that skill to be able to do anything that is required of you as a data analyst, leveraging on Tableau, right? And Tableau is also something used to build dashboard, just like you must have seen with Power BI. Then you learn data storytelling, learning the act of communicating technical insights to non-technical people in such a way that they will understand. Then you also learn how to leverage ChatGPT to work more efficiently more smartly as a data analyst. Then you have Microsoft Fabric for analytics, right? So these are the, remember, your learning plan is the same thing across board for any of the program you're looking to go for. It's also for 8 months, 6 months in class, and you have 2 months internship. Now, mind you, if you have any question, please, you can drop in the chat box. Once I'm done, I'll be able to go through the chart and I will get to ask whatever question that you have. Now, talking about financial analysts, these are people that they are very, very good with finances, and they are always, you always find them in that space where they will be able to help organizations make smarter financial decisions. I saw that when we took the quiz, there's a lot of people that said financial analysts. Trust me, by going through the financial analytics program, you will also be learning Power BI, right? And as a matter of fact, you get to learn problem solving, you get to learn Excel. Power BI the same way that Joshua, everything Joshua did, you'll be able to do 100% by going through the financial analytics program. Then you also have SQL. Then you get to learn some basic, deep-rooted things in accounting and financial analytics that will open you to being able to work as a financial analyst, and that is learn accounting fundamentals, you learn financial analytics, you learn how to build what we call financial model that will help organizations make smarter financial decisions. You learn how to also build what we call evaluation models, then be able to do what we call sensitivity and scenario analysis against any sort of analysis or model you're building to make it very dynamic to the environment. They also learn how to leverage ChatGPT for analytics in anything you do as a financial analyst. And the last but not the least that we have that will be able to learn and incorporate Power BI in anything they do is HR, people's people. Those people that you always want to make them your friends in the organization, the HR analyst. And these are the people that they're so passionate about helping organizations and people within the organization get the most value from each other. And to be able to leverage Power BI in this space, you get to learn problem solving Excel, Power BI also, then you learn SQL. And after that, you focus on that niche of being HR analyst, and you get to learn HR analytics, you learn everything, performance evaluation, HR metrics and life cycle, dashboarding, just like Joshua just did, collaboration, report automation, and so many things that will make you be able to work efficiently as an HR professional. Now you might be puzzled like, oh, it's okay. So this is everything I'll get to learn. Now trust me, you see everything I've talked about, this is just 50%. You see everything Joshua did, this is just a tip, just 50% of what we tend to offer. And the other 50% is what we call the employability skill. And what does employability mean? It means, okay, now you're fantastic. See everything Joshua did, you are able to do it. You are very good. You're very, very good in Power BI that if you have any data set, you're able to analyze it, clean it, build a dashboard, give a fantastic report. But how does this skill that you have, how does it convert to getting you a job? Because I believe that's what we are all here for, to get a job that is actually going to command the value. And that is what the employability is for. So the employability is more or less going to weaponize your technical skill and get you the job that you actually need. And when we're talking about employability, what are they? The first thing is revamping your CV. So you learn how to revamp your CV in such a way that when, like I said earlier, when you are applying to jobs, you're applying to 10 jobs, you're applying to 10 jobs with 10 different CVs. You will learn how to do that. Then there's a limit to jobs you can apply to using your CV. You learn how to optimize your LinkedIn. Even if you don't have a LinkedIn account, it's fine. In-house professionals, they'll walk you through, they guide you on how to build your LinkedIn in such a way that when a professional or a hiring manager is searching for a data analyst or a financial analyst, or anybody in that space that you have skill in, when they search, your profile will be pop up to them and will have the ability to reach out to you and get you into communicate with you and see if they will to work with you 100%. Then you also learn how to navigate the job market because this is actually very important. And what we did as a company in regards to navigating the job market is pretty robust. One part of it is we have some premium partners that we are partnered with, and we get access to their premium jobs. And what we did was these premium jobs, we get all of them and we bring them into your classrooms. These are jobs that you will never find on Glassdoor, Indeed, CV library, total jobs, also etc. You will never find it there. And this is because the people that are posting these jobs, they mean business, and the people that actually want to apply to these jobs also mean business. So you know for a certain that these are jobs that are being vetted for before they bring into your classes. So you can directly apply to all these jobs without paying anybody anything. And these are jobs that before you can actually get access to them, you need to pay some very good amount of money. So we paid this money and we bring the job into your classes for you to be able to apply to them. Still under navigating the job market, we have sessions whereby students that have the time or are available, they will come back into your classes and they've gotten a job. We bring students that have been able to get a job, we bring them back into your classes and they'll be able to show you directly what they did and help them transition, get a job in a very matter of short period of time. They were where you used to be, and they've been able to go through a program. Even most of them were still in the program, and they've been able to get a job for themselves. So we'll bring them back into your classes, and they'll give you first-hand information on how they went about doing it. Then you have interview preparations. Interview preparation in the sense that you apply to jobs. The least you expect is get called for an interview. So before you get into an interview, what we do is we'll have a professional in your lane come into a one-on-one session with you, look at your CV, look at the job you applied to, and help you prepare you for that role you're looking to get interviewed for. These are professionals that know exactly what is going on within the industry, and they prepare you before you get into the interview. And this is so that you can better up your opportunity to actually get yourself that job. And when you get a job, you have opportunity to get reference letter from the organization. Then there's something we also call on-the-job support, meaning you're probably in the training or you're even done with the training. You get a job, you're working on your job, and while on the job, you're given a task that you don't really know how to sort it. You have ability to reach out to us, have a professional come on board with you and get this sorted for you. Then something that is priceless for anybody that is just coming from a path that they don't really know anything about into the tech space, something that is really priceless is having a mentor's guidance, because this mentor, they are professionals in this space, they've been in this space, they were you some time back. So to solve this problem and to help people transition a lot more better, we have what we call weekly mentorship session. These happen every Thursday, and you have professionals come into your classes, show you, tell you things that will help you transition better. You're having difficulties, or you're schooling, you're working two jobs, you don't really have time. Trust me, you're not the first person. But definitely going through the program and having a mentor's guidance is going to be the solution to probably everything you might be facing right now. So having that guidance is something you get access to every Thursday. Then for those looking to also have gotten skilled or while applying to job, I want to quickly leverage on this skill to get myself some contracts, get my hands dirty, to get some money into my account. This is where you have the Upwork session where you learn how to set up your Upwork profile in such a way that will be able to offer services to both individuals and organizations at the same time. So these are the things that you will learn accompanied with the technical skills that will able to get you the job. Now you might be wondering, so I've heard everything. How exactly do I go about starting it? That is 100% fine. That is because the next class that is starting, our next class is starting by 9th of August. Okay, so the next class, next course that we're having to be able to learn any of these things that we've talked about is starting by the 9th of August. And to join the class, the program is actually 900 US dollars. That's the price of the program. But currently, we have what we call early bird discount, meaning first come, first serve, early bird. Early bird discount. And if you're part of the early bird, instead of you paying 900 US dollars, you get to pay 750 US dollars. An interesting part is, you see the 750 US dollars, you don't have any, if you don't have the opportunity to pay that at once, you have even opportunity to break that down and pay in instrumental. And you can pay as low as 150 US dollars every month for 5 months. So to be part of the next class, all you need to do is pay 150 US dollars and you'll be joining the next class. That $150, see we have people joining globally. So that $150 is equivalent to 123 pounds. It's also equivalent to 220 Canadian dollars. Then it's also equivalent to, I saw somebody is joining from Italy. That's also equivalent to 146 euros. Okay, my colleague are going to drop the link to secure the payments in the chat box. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to secure the discount. And remember, the discount is only available to the first 20 people to register for any of this program. So I'll walk you through how you'll be able to make your payments right about now. So if you click on the link that my colleague dropped in the chat box, it should take you to the enrollment center, right? It should bring you to Analytics Enrollment Center. And over here, you get to register for any of the program you're looking to go for, right? So any of the program, you want to scroll down. And one interesting thing again is, so you see the class starting by 9th of August. If you don't have the opportunity to start by that time, but you don't want to miss out on the discount, you have the opportunity to secure a spot right now. And instead of you starting by 9th of August, you can then start by 6th of September. Okay, so you want to pay attention to that. And looking at the program, so which one am I going to select? You have all the programs here. We have the Agile Project Management program, you have the business analysis, the cybersecurity, data analytics, data engineering, financial analytics, the data science, which is the full stack data science, and the HR analytics. So which one am I going to use as an example? Let's use data analyst. Okay, so you want to click on any of the program that works best for you. And once you do that, you want to select, you want to make payments directly from the website. So if you remember, I said the discount is available to the first 20 people to register. If you look over here, we have just 6 seats available, meaning for the data analytics program starting by August, we've been able to have 14 people register, and we have only 6 seats left for the taking. After this is over, then the discount is over. The one interesting fact again is, remember that I told you that the price of the program is $750 US. But if you see over here, you will see 700. And that is because we created even an incentive for those looking to pay either one time or 2 times. So if you're looking to pay 1 time or 2 times, you'll be saving yourself additional discount, getting additional discount of additional $50 US. Okay, so if you're looking to pay 1 time or 2 times, or if that would not be so convenient for you, not to worry. So far, you're still part of the first 20 people to register. You will still be paying the 750 already discounted price. And you can now spread your payment to pay 3 times, 4 times, or even 5 times. Okay, and 5 times, like I said, is equivalent to 150 US. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you select the plan that works best for you. Then you click on secure your seat. Once you click on secure your seat, you will see the breakdown of you paying 150 US every month for 5 months. Let's say you make your payments today. Today is 23rd of July. The second payment is going to come 23rd of August, September, October, and by November, you get to pay your last $150. Remember, you have ability to pay from any currency or wherever you're joining from. If you're joining from UK, you have ability to pay in pounds. If you're joining from Italy, that is going to be in euros. You also have the ability to pay in euro. Like I said, 146 euros. If you are joining from Nigeria, you also have the ability to pay directly in Naira. You don't need to search for any type of currency converter or whatever. You can pay directly in Naira, and that is going to be 255,000 Naira every month for 5 months. Okay, so you want to select the option that works best for you, then you click on secure receipt. Once you get that done, you want to click on proceed. Once you click on proceed, you want to click on fill the details, fill in your name, your email address, your phone number is optional. Then you want to click on proceed. Once you click on proceed, it's going to ask you to verify your email address. And the reason is simple is because once you're done making your payment, a receipt is going to be generated and sent to your email. So you want to go back to your email, take a screenshot of that payment receipt. Then once you're done taking the screenshot of the payment receipt, you want to come back to this enrollment center. You want to scroll down, then just above the programs, you will see upload your receipt here. Okay, so this place that say upload your receipt, that receipt you've been able to take a screenshot of, come here, click on complete the upload your receipt here, then you follow the form, you complete it, you select everything you need to select, you complete the form. This is the part where you select either you're looking to start by August or you're looking to start by September. Then there's also going to be a spot that will ask you to upload your receipt. Once you upload your receipt, the screenshot you've taken, upload it, then submit. Once you have that done, somebody from within the team will get back to you and provide everything you need to start the class starting by August, 9th of August or 6th of September. Now, there's very very interesting thing. So you see probably everything we've talked about. I think there's Jeff in the chat that said he's going for cybersecurity. That was the one I was able to remember. Now, trust me that, okay, so you want to, the quiz selected cybersecurity for you, but you want to speak with a professional. You don't really know how to really go about it. Trust me, once you've been able to make your payment and you come here, you want to complete the form, there's going to be a part that will show you the programs for you to be able to select the program or speak with a professional. So you want to have a one-on-one with a group of professionals and every other colleague that is looking to understand which career path they really want to go for. You are able to schedule a one-on-one and have the professional get into class with you, get in a session with you, look at everything you've been able to do, look at your work experience, look at everything you're capable of doing, and they'll be able to advise on which career path you can go for. If you can see my screen, you say which program are you in process of registering for? Here you have the ability to select the program. Now, there's one interesting fact, which is you have ability to say, I need to speak with a professional, meaning all these programs are put in here. I'm totally confused. I don't know which one to select. You have the ability to select speak with a professional, then you submit. Once you have that done, you have a session that will have a professional look at everything you've been able to do and guide you on exactly what program to go for. Okay, an institution probably, let's say after the session, any of the program that we are talking about is none of them is really taking the box for you. You're not looking to take any of the program. 100% you have ability to whatever amount you must have paid. If you pay 150 US dollars or if you pay 700 US dollars, you have ability to get your total refund back 100%. Okay, so these are the things you need to do to secure your spot and get into the class and have your journey start right about now. Okay, so what you want to do now is I'll be going through the charts. So if you have any question, you might just want to use the drop the question in the chat or select that you want to speak with a professional and indicate that you want to speak and I can ask you to unmute your mic and speak. Okay, so I'm reading through the questions in the chat box. You want to drop your question in the chat box, I'll be able to get to the easy training from taught online or physical. So Chika, the training is 100% online, but you have your live interactive classes, you have every other activity live, you have your class coordinator, you have your class instructor, you have your drop-in session, which all these sessions are live. So in the session whereby you have questions, you're working on projects, you have questions, you have direct access to your instructors. You'll be able to call them or send them a link to a meeting and they'll be able to look at the challenge you're having and guide you on how to solve the problem. Okay? Right. So Isaac said, do you have compressed training? 600 is kind of long. So I believe that question is spanning from not like the duration is long, but I don't see myself waiting 6 to 8 months before I start applying to job. And the answer to that is straightforward answer to that is you don't need to wait 6 to 8 months before you start applying to job. Immediately you start a program, you can start applying to job as early as 2 months into your program. Look at what we just did today. This is Power BI. By the time you work on multiple projects, like 3 to 4 projects on Power BI, it's not going to be alien to you anymore. Meaning, with just that skill, you are able to apply to a BI analyst role. A BI analyst role, which you have on Passport. They're looking for professionals that are very efficient in Power BI and to do a lot of things in Power BI. By doing just that, you have ability to apply to that job. So you don't wait 6 to 8 months before you start applying to jobs. Okay, I believe that answered your question. Right. So if you have questions, drop in the chat so I'll be able to see. Could you please clarify the Saturday training sessions for EST? All right. So the Saturday training, you have your live class training every other Saturday. So you don't have it all Saturdays. In a month, you have, this is answer to Dawn. In a month, you have 4 Saturdays. So 2 Saturdays out of these 4, you have your live instructor-led classes. And it's going to be 12 noon EST on Saturday to 3 p.m. EST. Okay. The other 2 Saturdays is when you have your drop-in session for the classes. What about Ghana? So according to Ghanaian, you have ability, that is going to be the same time with Nigeria. So you're able to join the class for West African time, which is also the same time with Ghana and currently the same time with UK also. And you can also pay directly from paying directly from Ghanaian cities. Okay. No limitations at all. The website is geotagged and you're able to pay directly from there. Is this a card payment or so? Ijoma, this is to answer you. It's a card payment. Okay, it's a direct card payment. I need to speak with a professional perhaps tomorrow. All right. So Poposki, you want to select just the same way I showed you. Speak with a professional. Select that. Speak with a professional. Make your payment. Upload your receipt. Select. Speak with a professional. And definitely, we have sessions that we'll be able to have either myself, I might be in the session, or you might have my other colleague in the session ready to look at your background and guide you on exactly which of the program you're looking to go for. Right? iPhone 15 said, I believe the payment portal accommodates all currency. Yes, 100%. We even have students that from Zimbabwe, Tanzania, South Africa, currently in the program. So definitely, wherever you're joining from, you have ability to pay directly with your currency. Okay. What if I already have a certificate from Google? All right. So that's part of the misconception that many people have, and this is to lead so well. I believe I'm not murdering your name. So you see that certificate you have it already. Can that certificate get you a job? I believe I heard your answer. The answer is no. Except you have hands-on skills, except you actually know what you're doing, working on different projects and having ability to showcase the proof of skill that you have, meaning you have experience on working on multiple projects you have in your portfolio. This is actually what recruiters are looking for. You can go on job boards and you will never see a requirement, let's say for data analyst, and the requirement is going to be Google certificates. Never, you never see anything like that. What they were asking for is Excel, Power BI, team collaboration, excellent problem-solving skills, SQL. These are the things they are looking for. Your certificate does not guarantee that you have the skills. Your portfolio, the project you have in your portfolio, they guarantee that you have all these skills. Okay. So if you have a certificate, that is good, but you want to actually go through a training, they'll actually give you hands-on training on how to work on different tools to get yourself that job. Okay. Yes, so Collins, this is for you. The classes are always recorded and the classes are always added to your Google Classroom. And the interesting fact is, you see these classes that are added to your Google Classroom. Let's say you go through the data analytics program and you got a job using Power BI, you worked on a job using Power BI for about 2 years. Then you want to transition to another role, and that role is asking you to know Tableau. After your training, you've never used Tableau. Definitely you've forgotten. The interesting fact is, you see all your classes, they are recorded, they are added to your Google Classroom, and you have a lifetime access to those videos. Meaning, 2 years after, you can easily come back to your recorded video, watch Tableau from the very start, and have that refreshed memory on how to use Tableau. These are the access that you get. from the training. And one interesting thing also is, you see, when you now get back to 2 years after you get to watch video, that particular role you're looking to go for, you can easily book for a one-on-one session with a professional. The fact that you've been through the training 2 years later, even way more than that, you can still book a one-on-one session with a professional, and they'll be able to come into a session with you and prepare you for that tableau role that you're looking to get into. These are some of the values that you get from the training. Okay. All right. So author said, is it possible to finish your instrumental payment installments before you last one? The question is not really clear. Is it possible to finish your installments before you last one? So you want to probably retype or restructure the sentence so I'll be able to get an answer to. I live in Sweden. So Paige said, I live in Sweden. We don't use English to get job here. How do I manage since the course is mainly in English? So let's look at this question. You don't, over there, you don't speak, you probably speak Swedish. Now, but you've been able to type a very fantastic English that even if you never told me that you don't speak English or English is not your first language, I never would have guessed. And the fact that everything I'm saying, you could hear it, that translates to 100%. So what you can do is, which is even more of an advantage, go through the training, get skilled, you understand everything being taught because you understand English and you type it fluently, then take this and apply to job. When the job comes and they are speaking Swedish, this is something you can speak easily. So you'll be able to communicate with them. We'll have people joining across, we'll have people joining from Germany, I saw somebody join this chat from Italy. We have people joining from France that English is not their first language, but they're able to understand English, go through the training. Then when they are looking to get a job, they get a job in their space because this is the language that they are proficient in, and they'll be good in that space. All right. So I believe that helps and answer your question, Paige. So Aya said, I want to have an idea of what the work site is like. Is it mostly remote or on-site? So you see the work environment is totally going to be 100% dependent on the company. If the company you're looking to work for is looking for people that work on site, then definitely it's going to be on site. If it's remote, definitely it's going to be remote. And that depends on your own your own focus, what you're looking to get. Are you looking to get a fully remote? Are you looking to get fully on site? Whichever it is, all this, you get to learn them within the navigating the job market, right? You get to learn how to apply to jobs that will give you ability to work from 100% remote settings, jobs that will give you hybrid settings, then jobs that will give you online settings, on-site settings. You learn all this within navigating the job market. Okay, Colin said, what if I've already paid but would like to speak with a professional for more guidance? So if you've already paid, definitely you're in the system. Anybody that you're speaking with from Analytics, definitely you will have somebody. Have them, tell them that you need to book a session you need to book a clarity session. They'll provide you a link to you and you'll be able to book a session. If you don't have anybody you're speaking with, Collins, kindly drop your full name in the chat and I'll have somebody reach out to you, okay? Right, so Jolly said, so can I have access to the live videos? Thanks for that. I mean, yeah, definitely. So Jolly, make sure you complete the form, the registration form. Once you have that completed, the video, this session is recorded, it will be sent to you. The slide that is, this one I'm also using, it will also be sent to you. And all the link on the slide or the testimonials, all of them, you can click on them one by one and watch each and every one of them, okay? Okay, so author again said, is it possible to finish your instrumental program? Okay, I think this is the restructured question. Is it possible to finish your payments? Let's say you select 5 monthly instrumental, but you want to clear before 5. Yes, definitely. That is something you can do. So let's say, for example, you select 5 instrumental payments. You're about 1 month, 2 months into the program, and you don't want the payment to just elongate. You want to clear off everything at once. 100% you can get that done. Just reach out to the finance, and they'll provide you means to offset whatever option that you have left to pay. So yes, 100% you can get that offset. Okay. And remember, if you're looking to take advantage of that discount, one time or two times payment, instead of you paying $750 US, you have the ability to pay 700, saving yourself $50 US, right? So take advantage of that and make sure you register as soon as possible. Okay, do I have any further questions? Let me see. Does anybody want to speak? Let me look at the people. My people, does anybody want to speak? You want to ask me to unmute? You can use the ask to unmute and I'll be able to unmute you to ask your question. Okay. Does anybody want to speak? You want to indicate, so I'll be able to get you to unmute your mic and speak. All right, so if you can indicate, if anybody wants to speak, you have ability to speak. I will ask you to unmute. You'll be able to unmute your mic, and you can get to ask whatever question that you have. Okay, we have about 4 minutes before the end of the session. So if you have any question you want to really do ask before the time runs out, or are we all good to go? Remember, if you want to speak with a professional, complete the payment. Where you're uploading the form, select the option of I need to speak with a professional. That way, whichever of the program you look, let's say you make payment using the business analysis, and by the time you're done with the professional, you are looking at going for the cybersecurity program. That is 100% something that is very possible. Okay. Right, Jolly wants to ask a question. Okay, Jolly, I've asked you to unmute your mic. You can type the microphone. Yes, so you can speak now.
Okay, first of all, thank you very much for this seminar. Is an eye opener for me. As someone I really appreciate. Thank you. God bless you. My question is that can someone make payment for the August cohort, but the person will later join by October? Is it possible?
So the discount that is currently on is for those looking to start in August and September.
Okay.
Is this something that you're able to start? Are you able to start by September?
No, it's by October will be free.
So I'm not so certain that the discount covers for that. And the reason is because nobody can be so certain of where the economy is down on. The price might go up, the price might go down. But the discount that we have currently is for August and September. So probably maybe you want to secure a spot and see if you can prepare towards September. The class is starting by 6th of September. Okay. So if I just try to get everything in shape and secure a spot so you don't miss out on the discount, because by October, if the price is up, the fact that you've been able to secure a discount now, that price that is increased will not have any effect on you. Okay. Yeah. So you might want to try to secure a discount now and indicate that you're looking to start by September. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless you.
You're welcome. Amen. Right. Do you have anybody that wants to ask any other questions to get a better answer to whatever question that they have? Right. Don said, I paid in June, but I am starting in September. All right. I believe before this could be possible, you must have spoken with somebody and they must have looked at the situation surrounding your issues and give you the opportunity. Because if you upload your receipt, you don't have the opportunity to select September. So that's probably maybe one of the opportunities that you get. Okay, so Jolly, you can also take advantage of the same opportunity that Don has taken advantage of, secure or discounted slot, okay? All right. So do you have any further questions? Or do you have anybody that wants to speak? You might want to indicate. Else, we have about 1 minute before the end of the session. Any questions before we run off and have a good day? Okay, so I don't think I have any further questions for anybody. So make sure that if you haven't completed the form, complete it. And the purpose is so they'll be able to get this recorded video sent to your email. You also have the video sent to your email, the slide also sent to your email. That way, everything my colleague did, you get access to it. And you'll be able to practice by your own self. And also remember, the discount is not time-based, it is slot-based, meaning if the slot is over, then the discount is over. So you want to try as much as possible, secure spots, make your payment. If you need to speak to a professional, like I showed you, upload your receipt and select that you need to speak with a professional. That way, you can have a session with a professional. They get to look at where you're coming from and which of these career paths is the best path for you to follow, okay? So if at the absence of any further questions, thank you to each and every one of you for spending your last 2 hours with me. It's totally mind-blowing. I totally enjoyed myself. I believe you all enjoyed yourself also. Okay, so thank you all for being here. I really do enjoy myself. So I'm looking forward to see each and every one of you in the class, each and every one of you in the class starting by August or the class starting by September. Okay, so thank you for being here once again. Enjoy the rest of the day. Cheers and bye for now. Okay, you're welcome. Everybody, you're welcome. You can unmute your mic. I think everybody can have access to unmute your mic. Then unmute your mic and say bye-bye. It's okay? Thank you all for being here. I do enjoy myself.
Thank you. It was really awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this time. Very
Thank you.
expository.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Cheers
Yeah.
and bye for now.